Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another segment of Drinking Wine at 9. My name is Mats, and why? Because it's 9 o'clock in the morning and we be drinking. And today I have such a special guest at our little studio in Argonaut. He is wine royalty. Dennis Cakebread of Cakebread Cellars, visiting Colorado, visiting Argonaut. I am so honored. So Dennis, welcome to the table.
Thank you.
And welcome to Colorado.
I got a promotion, that's good.
So this is all about you and your amazing wines. Let's go.
Okay. Well, there's a couple of things to know first, if that's okay. This is our 54th year of doing this, and so making fine wines, and so it's been this enormous, enjoyable journey. Part of the pleasure of making wine is growing the grapes and then harvesting them and going through that whole time of year, and then producing the wines, fermenting and making all those choices, and then coming out. I'm out in Denver now doing one of the more pleasurable parts, which is tasting, drinking, and introducing our wines to everybody that we can.
And I can't wait because they're so amazing, iconic in their own right. Let's start with the Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay. So Sauvignon Blanc was the third wine that we made back in the early 70s. We started in 73 with Chardonnay, the Cabernet in 74, came along with Sauvignon Blanc in 75, so we've been making it for a long time. What's interesting is the evolution of Sauvignon Blanc in terms of how people enjoy it. I think the original Sauvignon Blanc drinker was trying to liked it because it was cheaper than Chardonnay.
Okay.
And maybe that was $6.99 instead of $12.99. It's changed a lot over the years.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I love it. It's very fragrant. I'm getting a little pomelo, some tomato vine. It's just really nicely balanced. It's not your morning glass of grapefruit juice.
There you go.
And I like that because it does have elegance.
Yeah. Well, we're looking for lots of citrus and some other flavors. I don't know about pomelo. I don't know if I smell the pomelo. What is this pomelo smell like?
It's a very large grapefruit type of fruit.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a grapefruit, but it's on the same lineage as that wonderful,
fuller.
That citrus. And it's just beautiful. Lemongrass, it's gorgeous. And what's really neat is that you have a great carbon footprint. Cakebread Cellars, eco-friendly and just so good for the environment, good for the grapes, the wine, the world. And even the shirt I'm wearing is farm fresh, 100% organic cotton. Beautiful.
That's great. It's a good saying on the back too.
Yes, it is.
We'll show you that later. But what's interesting about all the work that we're doing, there's so much more to be done. And so for everybody, I think we're still learning to make improvements in what we're doing. We're trying to get into, or we are getting into regenerative farming. We've gone sustainable, we do some organic, but regenerative is what we think the future is going to be, because it's more adaptable to different vineyards and different types of geography and different climates. And so hopefully it'll be something that mass farming will change. It's hard to do. It's not as efficient as the mass modern farm.
Definitely.
But Sauvignon Blanc, so we pick it at night. And this is a key thing, is we started with Sauvignon Blanc at night because we get nice cool fruit, we get a little higher acids. All the guys all love working at night because it's nice and cold.
Yeah.
In the early days, we used to lose a couple of people as they were trying to get them out to the vineyard. It's pitch black. There's no street lights out there. But we've learned a lot over the years.
That's fantastic.
That's fun.
I'm so happy just to be in your presence. And speaking of which, let's talk about the Chardonnay. This has to be your bestseller.
It is. It's the first wine we ever made back in 1973. It's our bestseller mostly because it's the wine we make the most of, and so everything sells out typically. And so as we got known for Chardonnay, we'd keep making more and more of it, and so it is our number one wine in terms of production size, but it's also the best known, and it's a lovely
Oh, it is.
Balanced wine. We trying to get nuances of oak so that we're not what I would call a Chateau 2x4 big oaky dog. We like the fruit to show through. We night harvest this. We do lots of different things to show off the fruit between our fermentation techniques. Some is stainless steel, some in cement oak eggs, some in mature barrels, some in brand new French oak barrels.
I love it because it's not your typical California butter bomb.
Oh, good.
It does have balance, it does have finesse, and it's such an easy drinking Chardonnay that's been consistently everybody's favorite.
Yeah, it's good.
It really is.
Well, we love it, so that's but what's unknown, I think, or not well appreciated, is how well these balanced, a little bit high acid Chardonnays age. And so if you're on the West Coast, we love our Dungeness crab out there, and in the winter and early spring, the Dungeness crab season is great. And so I love a 7 to 10-year-old Chardonnay like this. It just goes so well with a nice loaf of sourdough, fresh Dungeness crab. You can't beat it.
It's beautiful. And usually, before we go on to the first red, I ask winemakers whom are my guests or important wine people, what your driving force is, what your creative process is. But I'm not going to ask you that. Instead, I'm going to throw you a curveball. Picture me in California, you call me up, hey, Mats, we're grilling out. Okay, sounds good. So I arrive at Cakebread, and what I and a lot of viewers would like to know is, when you greet me or other guests, is it with a glass of champagne? Is it a glass of bourbon, a glass of rosé? What is your go-to drink?
Well, it's not the first two.
Okay.
Because we don't make, we can't make champagne where we are, and we don't make a sparkling wine there. Not so much bourbon guys. We're wine guys, and so it's going to be a nice dry rosé that we make called Vin de Porch, only at the winery, unfortunately. But the Sauvignon Blanc is a typical go-to start wine.
I like that.
Or, it all depends on the time of year and what we're having to appetizers and what we're doing. And so at Cakebread, we think matching wine and food is so important.
It really is.
And notice I said wine and food, not food and wine.
Okay.
We pick the wine first and then pick the food to go with it, which is a good way to think of it, unless you want to be...
You want the wine to be the star of the show, especially this lineup.
That's what we think about.
Okay, so let's go to the first red, the Pinot Noir.
Oh, great. This is our Pinot. It comes out of our vineyards that we own up in Anderson Valley, which is Mendocino. For you that don't know California geography well, it's out on the coast. And so the key we think, to Pinot Noir is to have it be kind of cool. You do need some heat to help it mature. So being right out on the coast, we get the benefits of fog coming in every night, and then it burns off 11 o'clock, and just enough warmth and sun to give us nice full flavors. We're trying to make Pinot Noir a lighter style, not a heavy one. Sometimes Pinots can be too heavy. We like a lighter version.
It's beautiful. I'm getting little charcoal, some blackberry, some black walnut, white pepper. It just it's so fragrant and so drinkable.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sugarcoat anything because it's just a well-crafted wine, and I think Nikki Williams is your winemaker, and she is stunning. Everything she makes is
she's very talented.
Yes.
And has been doing it. She's a joy to work with because of her exuberance about making fine wines, and she does a great job. And it's a difficult job that we've got for our winemaker at Cakebread, because we make a wide variety of wines. They come in from lots of different places. We go from Carneros all the way up to Mendocino County, and so it's challenging. But that's good. She's smart enough. She can do it.
And it shows in the glass because it's just such an amazing wine and an amazing product.
Thank you.
And I hate to do this, but these videos go by so quickly, and this is our last Cakebread wine, the Cabernet.
Oh, good. What's fun about the Cabernet is, so we're blessed. We've got vineyards in different sections of the Napa Valley. So we've got valley floor vineyards, and then up on the benches, and then up in the mountains. And so we're able to work with all those different vineyards and put them together in what we think is a beautiful, big Napa Valley Cabernet. We blend other grape varieties, including Merlot and Cab Franc, into it to help give us balance and depth. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yes. And so, what would you pair this with at home?
So, good question, Mats. So when I go to select a wine, and so I'm lucky to have a cellar, and I've got aged wines all over the board, and so it depends what you're making. And so if you're making a ribeye steak, I would go younger.
Okay.
Nice grilled ribeye, grilled New York. And then as you get older, as you start doing roasts and different types of things like that, I like to go older because you need a little softer wine. And so then when the years that we do have our wild king salmon season, then you can go real old on your Cabernet, and it's just a delight to pair those up.
It sounds so amazing, just like these wines, and I'm so glad that you took the time to visit us in
Thank you.
Denver, Colorado, because as you know, Miss Sheila is putting these on sale. So please, everybody, come on down to discover these amazing Cakebread wines, and that is your last name, right?
Yeah. In my more sarcastic version, I say, well, we changed our name to match the winery, so Cakebread is a classic old English name. Now that you know everything about why Cakebread is Cakebread, I hope you'll enjoy our wine and come out and visit us.
And thank you again so much, and we hope to see everybody out in TV land come down to Argonaut. And Dennis, total pleasure. I'm so glad that you introduced me and the rest of the viewers to these amazing wines.